Hello everyone, let's try to solve a problem in electrodynamics, specifically in Coulomb's law. Two coins lie 1.5 meters apart on a table. They carry identical charges. How large is the charge on each if a coin experiences a force of 2 newtons? So again, first, let's try to draw the problem. So meron daw table, then merong coin. Okay? So, since they are identical charge, tawagin natin yung charge na Q. Meron ditong charge Q1, meron ditong charge Q2. And since they are the same, tawagin na lang natin yung Q. Why the same? Kasi sinabi dito, they carry identical charges. So, ibig sabihin, equal. Okay, so meron daw distance dyan sila na 1.5 meters. Okay, so now let's try to write the given. So, meron daw distance, tawagin nating R, that is 1.5 meters. Then, this coin experiences a force with the magnitude of 2 newtons. Okay, so finally, ang hinahanap ay yung charge Q. Okay, yung charge Q on each coin. Since identical charges sila, so kung pag nakuha ko yung isang Q, yun na rin yung Q2. Okay, so finally, let's try to write the formula for this problem. Okay, the formula for Coulomb's law or Coulomb force is given by F is equal to K Q1 Q2 over R squared. Okay, so ano yung K? That is Coulomb's constant. And Q1 and Q2 are the charges. And finally, yung R natin is the distance between two charges. Or ito, no? Okay, so finally, we can solve the problem using the Coulomb force equation or formula. So we have, ang hinahanap natin ay Q or charge. So ilagay natin yan dito. So since we have your Coulomb force is equal to KQ1 Q2 over R squared, but we know that Q1 is also equal to Q2, which we call Q. Tawagin na lang natin Q since equal naman sila. So finally, we have a Coulomb force is equal to K, Q1, pero tatawagin na lang natin Q. Then Q2, again, that is also Q over R squared. Saan galing to? Yan lang yan, no? Ito yung equation na yan. Bakit? Again, ganyan dahil they carry identical charges. So, equal sila. So, finally, so meron pala tayong equation na F is equal to K since parehas tong Q, magiging Q squared na lang siya over R squared. So finally, since ang hinahanap natin is Q, let's isolate Q. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng katabi niya or lahat ng nangyayari kay Q, lipat natin sa kabila. So ang gagawin natin is multiply both sides by R squared and divide both sides by K. Why? Para makancel yung R squared kay Q at para makancel yung K kay Q. So finally, this equation will become F R squared over K is equal to Q squared. Okay? So finally, since hindi naman Q squared ang hinahanap natin but just Q, okay? So taking the square root of both sides, so we have finally the equation for Q is given by the square root of force multiplied by the square of the distance over the Coulomb constant K. Okay, so ano nga ulit value pala ng Coulomb constant? Where K is equal to 9 times 10 raised to 9 Newton meter squared per Coulomb squared. Okay, that is constant, no? Sa lahat ng problem, pag nakita natin Coulomb constant K, ito lagi yung ginagamit natin. Okay, so finally, to find Q, so substituting na lang natin ng values. Okay, so finally, we have Q is equal to, since we have a value for force that is 2 newtons, So, lagay natin dito. Then, we have value for distance, which is 1.5 meters. Lagay din natin dito. Also, our K has a value. Lagay natin dyan. So, finally, we have Q pala is equal to the square root of force, which is 2 newtons, multiplied by the square of the distance, that is 1.5 meters squared, divided by 9 times 10 raised to 9 Newton square meter per coulomb squared. So, as you can see, no, let's try the unit analysis. Units lang to, Unit analysis. So, sa loob ng square root, meron tayong Newton multiplied, so meron tayong Newton multiplied by the square of the meter, so square of the distance, multiplied by meter squared over, dinivide siya sa Newton meter squared per coulomb squared. So, mangyayari, maka-cancel si Newton, maka-cancel si square meter, si coulomb squared mapupunta sa taas, dahil nasa denominator siya nito. So, finally, since nasa taas siya, then naka-square root, so meron pala tayong coulomb squared. Taking the square root, meron tayong coulombs. So, ito yung unit ng Q. No? Ang unit ng Q is coulombs. So, finally, we have our Q is equal to 2.2 times 10 raised to negative 5 coulombs. Or that is also approximately equal to 22 microcoulomb. Ano meaning ng micro? Meaning ng micro is times 10, or lagay natin. Ang meaning niyan ay times 10 raised to negative 6. Okay, so finally, we have our value for Q1 is also equal to Q2, which is 22 microcoulomb. Okay, so this is the value for charge Q in this type of equation. Okay, so that's all for today. See you soon.